Your mind is not engaged in making that content, in creating perfect sentences. Rather, you have time to analyze the sounds you're producing. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another session of Learning English with me. Today, I have brought a lesson for you that is very important for your English speaking fluency. Now, a lot of people are able to frame correct sentences. Their sentence structure is good. They have good knowledge of English and they can speak good, accurate English. Yet, they think that they lack fluency somehow. The desired fluency that they are looking for, it's not there. And somehow, the pronunciation of words, when they combine them in a sentence, it's not as it should be, the pinpoint accurate pronunciation. And this is a problem that a lot of people face while learning how to speak English fluently. And this problem is actually MTI, the mother tongue influence. Now, mother tongue influence is something that a lot of people are not aware about. They are actually not aware about that they face this particular issue, and this particular issue can be costing them their fluency. That X factor with which they can speak English like a professional. They can speak English so influentially and fluently. And this is that X factor, the mother tongue influence. I'm going to tell you all about it, and I'm also going to tell you in this particular lesson how to overcome MTI, the mother tongue influence. This is important video for you if you really want to develop that fine fluency, the finesse in fluency. I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK, and you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. Before beginning, please subscribe this channel so that you don't miss out any lesson that I post on this channel. Also, like the video and share it with your friends too. Coming back to today's lesson, that is MTI, mother tongue influence. Now, this is something that you need to consider when you're learning how to speak English fluently, because mother tongue influence is something that you might be facing and you're not aware about. Now, what is actually mother tongue influence? See, English is a second language. When you learn English as a second language or as a foreign language, you already have a mother tongue. That is your native language, the first language. Your mother tongue, your native language must have some sounds. Okay, let's focus on the word tongue for now, right? When we produce sounds, when we speak a language, what are we doing? We are using our mouth muscles, we are using our tongue and mouth muscles to produce certain sounds. These sounds are combined together and they form particular words related to a particular language. So every language has some particular sounds, and the combination of these sounds makes it a language, a method to communicate. Now the thing is that your mother tongue has certain sounds, some sounds in it that you're habitual of speaking. When your mother tongue starts influencing the way you speak English, then it is called mother tongue influence. This might affect the pronunciation, the way you speak English, the certain sounds that you are pronouncing. Now, mother tongue effect is how your mother tongue, your first language, is influencing the way you speak English. For example, there might be certain sounds that are missing in your mother tongue that are there in your target language. Okay, so this is your mother tongue, this is your native language, and there is going to be a target language that you're learning. And for this, we have English. In this lesson on our channel, we learn English. English is our target language. Now, there can be certain sounds in English language that might be missing in our native language. For example, let me take example of Italian. Now, in Italian, in this language, the hard t sound of T is missing. They are habitual of pronouncing the soft t sound of T, not the hard t sound of T. So hard t sound is missing, but in English we use hard t sound of T. so much. We use it a lot. So that is mother tongue influence. And it's just not Italian. A lot of languages in this world, in India too, have this particular issue that you face certain amount of mother tongue influence. But it's easy to overcome. A lot of people think that it's not easy to overcome the mother tongue influence, but it is actually easy. When I say mother tongue influence, I'm not saying give up on your mother tongue. Definitely not. It's your native language. Why would you give up on your native language? Totally, you do not have to give up on your native language. No, be proud of your native language. But when you are speaking English, trying to reduce the effect of your mother tongue will make you sound more natural. A lot of people want to learn the formula of speaking natural English, how to speak English naturally, how to speak English in a great accent. If you want to improve your accent, bring out your natural accent while speaking English and speak English naturally, you need to reduce mother tongue influence. I'm going to give you one more example of mother tongue influence. For example, a lot of times you must have heard that certain times people can put an I before S. Like they do not do it consciously. They might not be even aware about doing it. And that is a mother tongue influence, that they're not aware about it, that they're putting an extra I before S. For example, instead of saying school, they might end up saying school, an I before S, and they will not even realize it. So you often might not even realize you're suffering from mother tongue influence. But a lot of people, they are able to understand that they are suffering from mother tongue influence. And I know some of you have actually requested me a lot, even during live sessions, ma'am, please tell us about mother tongue influence. We want to know more about it. We want to know how to improve it, how to overcome it. So I know definitely if you are willing to do this, willing to overcome MTI, mother tongue influence, it is possible. Now let me tell you the solutions on how to improve your fluency and overcome MTI. Okay, so the solution to overcome mother tongue influence is to develop new mouth muscle memory. Now you have mouth muscle memory of old sounds, sounds of your native language. You have some memory. You have developed memory over time. Your mouth muscles, your tongue, it's habitual of pronouncing those particular sounds. And even if you are trying to pronounce something in English, you might not realize it and you end up pronouncing something from your mother tongue. What we have to do is we have to rewrite our mouth muscle memory. That is, we have to learn the new sounds, identify the problem area. In order to do that, the task number one is to identify the problem areas. You need to identify your problem areas. Which sounds are problem areas for you? Is it a T? Is it a V? Which sounds are problem areas for you? Try to identify it. Once you identify, it's very easy for you to overcome it. Overcoming MTI is absolutely easy once you recognize what are the areas you need to focus on. So first of all, try to recognize the areas in which you need to improve. Try to recognize those areas. Number two is going to be a technique now you have to apply, that is read aloud. Now read aloud is something that will allow you to speak a lot. So once you encounter a problem area and you're trying to overcome it, what read aloud would do is read aloud would give you opportunity to practice that particular sound, practice these muscles, your mouth muscles. You're able to practice it. You're able to practice speaking something. Now one thing is that your mind is free of framing sentences. A lot of times, mind is engaging in creating content in English, and hence you're not able to understand the sounds. Your mind is engaged in creating content. For example, if you're speaking on a topic, what will happen is you're speaking on a topic, you're creating content, your mind is engaged in framing sentences, creating more content, how to create content on that particular topic in order to speak English. But when you're doing read aloud, what will happen is you have ready-made content with you. Your mind is not engaged in making that content, in creating perfect sentences. Rather, you have time to analyze the sounds you're producing. This read aloud is not something that you're doing just as a speaking practice, but analyze the sounds you're producing. Analyze. With read aloud, you will be able to identify your problem areas too, and then you will be able to work upon those areas. So, read aloud is a great activity if you want to overcome MTI, the mother tongue influence. Now, step 2 was the basic step. Step 3 is going to be the advanced technique, that is shadowing. Shadowing technique is something that can either break it or make it. If you do shadowing in the correct way, definitely you can improve your fluency and you can also overcome MTI, that is mother tongue influence. So shadowing is actually an advanced speaking practice technique where you target your fluency, your pronunciation and the way you speak. Now, how to do shadowing? It can be really difficult if you're doing it on your own. If you're taking up a clip, a movie clip, and you're doing it on your own, I know it can be challenging. And to make it simple, easier for you, I have created so many lessons on shadowing just for all of you. So you can go watch all those lessons, practice speaking with me, and you will be able to overcome this problem, that is MTI, if you're facing it. So shadowing is a great way to improve MTI. I think that's the best technique to improve MTI, shadowing. Take that up and practice each sentence with me. I'm giving you 10 sentences. I'm giving you ample and ample of speaking practice, ample and ample of opportunity to practice those sounds in a fluent manner. So you'll hear them, you'll get to practice them with me in those lessons. They are a great way to develop your speaking fluency, believe me. So check out all the lessons on shadowing that I'm uploading just for all of you, just for you all. So that's the lesson for today. But before going, I have something to say to all of you. That is, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, my YouTube family. Thank you, everybody, for supporting me so much, for showing your love, your support, your encouragement, your appreciation for me, my content, my lessons. Thank you so much. So I shared my problem with you recently on community that people are stealing my content. They're copying it. They're copying my lessons. And you people supported me so much. I'm able to bring this video lesson for you because of your encouragement and your support. Your support is everything. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much, my YouTube family. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, everybody. I cannot tell you the strength your support has given to me. It means a lot to me. It means the world. Thank you. Thank you once again. So that's it for today. That's the lesson. I'm going to meet you again in a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.